As always, hello from Southern Ontario, Canada. It's Friday, November 24th, although it's kind of Sunday in my world because I go work a couple of long shifts over the weekend. Anyways, we know it's a Bentley that was at the Rainbow Bridge, right? That went flying and ended in disaster. Let's speculate. Did that car perhaps go rogue? I mean, it's a possibility. Let's see if I can stop that phone from flickering there. Recently there was that one Chinese electric car that, what did they refer to it as? Oh, it took hostage its driver. They had to pull a police van in front of the little electric car to get it to come to a stop. And there's been other incidences, of course, kept kind of on the down low, where cars go rogue. ECU failures, electronic control unit failures, programming glitches, all kinds of reasons, right? So we know it's a Bentley. We don't know if it's, at this point in time, somebody will dig it up, look at the footage and tell us, was it one of the two hybrid models that Bentley makes? I don't believe they make a fully electric car yet. They're going to, or maybe they'll change their mind, I don't know. One of the models is, oddly it seems to me, called a Bentley Flying Spur, which I guess is a resurrection of a heritage name, Bentley having a long lineage and involvement with Rolls-Royce and blah blah and a bunch of stuff that really doesn't matter. But what if that thing went rogue, sitting there, and just took off like a rocket ship? It's a possibility. Can't be discounted, absolutely. Could also have been hacked. I'm going to use Tesla as an example, but I don't want to anger the world's richest man thinking I'm singling out his car company, because I would imagine the other large manufacturers have the same program in place. That being that the Tesla is in real-time communication with the factory, I assume all the time, even if it's sitting there doing nothing, if it's charging, if it's in operation. Like, you can be driving down the road in it and, hands-free phone call, of course, want to stay legal. You can phone up Elon and say, hey, give me another couple of 100 horsepower for, what is it, a couple grand? Put it on my gold card. I want to be green, and having more horsepower and burning more fairy dust is only a good thing, right? So anyways, as we add more ECUs and more little mini computers and stuff to these things, especially the hybrids where you're marrying two technologies, every ECU has the potential for a kerfuffle. It also has the potential to be hacked. What if, perhaps a nasty entity, perhaps foreign, or maybe some kid in his basement who doesn't know any better, hacked into Tesla's program, again, only using Tesla as an example, don't get mad, Elon, and said, hey, every one of them that's in motion, or even the ones parked in the garage, perhaps, charging, at noon tomorrow, click of a button, keystroke, they turn left. Well, there's certainly a possibility. I mean, even the military has problems. Militaries, plural, has problems with hacking. What was it, about a year and a half ago, we had the little banking glitch, and it was through Rogers Communications. Little known fact, that was a hack, and they paid big money to get out of it. And there's been other incidences kept on the QT where big outfits have been hacked and have paid big ransoms to get out. I'm not going to go run through the list of those. But it's a distinct possibility that that car went rogue, the Bentley, and it wouldn't even necessarily have to be a hybrid. I think Ford announced that if they don't have it already, they're going to program their vehicles that if you don't make your car payment, they don't have to send a truck for it. Repo man, the thing will drive itself back to the factory autonomously. Now, who's still messing? Is Tesla even messing with the autonomous stuff, or is they giving it up? I don't know. I didn't check into that, but more ECUs, right? This thing's going to drive itself? Yeah. And then, pure speculation, conjecture, and I'm not even suggestive of it, but apparently the owners of the Bentley, the couple who were driving in it and perished, maybe somebody did that on purpose. You know, maybe they did, right? Somebody out there says, hey, I want rid of this guy. We'll make his Bentley go off like a rocket ship into the appropriate location. Hey, anything can be hacked. So, anyways, speculation and conjecture. But, you know, the more complexity we add, the more tying these things into the internet, these things are vehicles as a whole, be they ICE units or EVs or hybrids, more potential for calamity, issues and problems that there are. I see something in the States, Biden's talking about, not sure, I didn't follow up the details, programming everything so it won't go over like 100K, 60 miles an hour or whatever. It really isn't the worst idea in the world, but other than the fact it's government control and it's more of those nasty and potentially perilous ECUs, electronic control units, more stuff to go into a kerfuffle. Anyways, excuse me, my money still rides on that was a hybrid. And we'll let the auto expert John Cadigan or some other guys, there's that M guy from Australia, he's, you know, I shouldn't say down on the EVs, he's just a realist, pointing out all of the problems and issues that they have. Somebody along those lines will dig out what model of Bentley that was. And, well, I don't want Elon to be mad at me, and I don't want to be suggestive of the couple that owned that car having anything except a cruel twist of fate. I don't know. Somebody else suggested maybe, you know, the fellow had a medical malady and his foot went to the floor. That's a possibility. It's been suggested the thing was doing 130 miles an hour when it went airborne. Again, somebody will dig into that and see whether that figure's true or realistic or not. What's the acceleration rate on that Bentley? How much distance did it have to travel? I mean, the footage is there, so somebody can calculate it. I'm sure the authorities already have. Anyways, just some food for thought. Story time, if you will. Yeah, I'll leave the bit here. It's long enough.